I'm working my way toward a Tier 5 franchise in PlateUp. Last time I reached Tier 1, Day 11. Today, my goal is to break into Tier 2. I have more options this time, so I'm going with pizza because it's fun. But you've already seen new restaurants start, so let's cut to the chase. We've got formal again, because I figured charming wouldn't move fast enough. We'll be making 3 kinds of pizza in the franchise, because it was either that or all the rushes. Last thing, I'm very excited to say that the gold card was conveyors. Automation, here we come. Now on to the real challenge, beating Tier 1. Tier 1, Day 1. So here we are, and this time, I brought help. This is also a strategic experiment. More players means more customers, which means more money, which means more automation. Also, my wife is pretty good at the game, and we've played together enough that we get a nice flow going. I also brought a safety hob from the garage because even though they are a bit slower than ovens, a single oven for 3 kinds of pizza is probably not going to keep up. Tier 1, Day 4. As usual, I will pass on adding a second course, dessert this time. Besides, more mess has never been a problem for me, right? That aside, this round is a bit luckier than the stakes were, and I've already found a second research desk. I'm definitely going to upgrade that into a copy desk. It's going to be essential once we start seeing those conveyors. Tier 1, Day 5, and there's the conveyor I was waiting for. Let's very quickly rearrange the kitchen, and done. Tier 1, Day 6. Okay, listen, I know I was super excited about the conveyor, and now I have a grabber that I'm not even using. But this is leading up to automation, and we are going to need that soon. Besides, we're doing fine. Knight and I have these lines totally under control. Tier 1, Day 7. Oh, this again. Well, I'm not taking dessert. Actually, that wasn't so bad. A line of 2 for dinner, but breakfast and lunch didn't have one at all. And yes, we now have 2 grabbers just waiting for automation opportunities. So far, so good. Tier 1, Day 8. And as promised, here is automation step 1. We've got newly cleaned dishes going into the dish rack. Okay, fine. Maybe it's not that impressive, but it's a start. It is raining again, though. And there's a line. Yeah, the rain is really making folks impatient. Seriously, people, umbrellas. That was a close call, but Knight is on it, and we are still in business. Tier 1, Day 9. We have yet another grabber at the ready, and a line outside the door at breakfast. And it's raining again. But it's okay. At this point, I'm really busy in the mornings, but by afternoon, Knight is doing nearly all the work. And she's doing a bang-up job of it too. Thanks, my love. Tier 1, Day 10. Alright, time to say no to another soup course. Personalized waiting isn't great either, though. We have 3 food choices, so now Knight gets to juggle because the customers can't make up their minds. Oh wait, never mind. I've been reassigned to the dining room. I get to juggle. Thanks, my love. Tier 1, Day 11. Well, there's nothing like a kitchen renovation to keep things fresh. We just got our first mixer, too. And yes, I know we could have hooked up the grabber instead of placing things manually. But Knight wanted to use the mixer for more than one thing, and it's the chef's call. We're still getting lines, and we're still getting rain. But overall, things are looking pretty good. Tier 1, Day 12, and the automation is finally starting to snowball. We put a grabber onto the first mixer, so now tomato sauce is fully automatic. We got a second mixer, so now cheese is fully automatic. Our dish cycling scheme is working perfectly. And did you notice that we're using every grabber that we've been storing up? Told you we'd need those. Also, Knight has her own sink for making pizza dough. Best of all, though, it's not raining. Tier 1, Day 13. And we got a choice between soup and solo dining. This is an easy one. Solo dining every time. Now you might be thinking, but that means more groups. And you'd be right. But it also means that each group takes less time to serve because it's always a group of 1. So yes, we're going to have lines probably every day from here on out. But look at how fast those lines move. We also have a power sink now that makes dishwashing way easier. I was really missing that in the first run. And Knight has her 3rd mixer. We aren't likely to fully automate by Day 15, but we could certainly get there by Day 20 or so if we went that far. Tier 1, Day 14, and we finally picked up a portioner. The portioner setup here may look strange. I mean, after all, why not put it where the pizza comes off the conveyor, right? But this process actually works pretty well for the two of us. Knight can queue up pizzas with the Smart Hob while cooking one in the oven, and I can put whichever pizza is most needed on the portioner. Trust me, this works really well until we get more grabbers. Tier 1, day 15. It is raining again today, but we're cycling the tables pretty quickly. This is the last day, so I've sped up the whole thing, and I'll show you all of it. You can see there is a line, and, rain, but we've got a really, really nice thing going here. Now, you might be wondering why I didn't just add more tables, and the answer is just, it gets harder when you add more tables, weirdly enough. The fact that they're standing outside doesn't really make that much of a difference as long as you are cycling the tables quickly enough, and more tables means you're rushing around more, you have to move more. Really, the key to this game is just minimizing your movement. That's pretty much it, really. If you watch that line, we're not even really getting close to losing on this one. So, I think it's working. Yeah, considering how stakes went in Tier 1, this is just way, way easier. What I'm taking away from this is, pick a good food for franchising. Otherwise, you're just going to have a terrible time with it. And yeah, now the line's gone. And with that, we are done. I've conquered Tier 1. But why would we stop now? After all, I eventually want to get to Tier 5. Could this be the run? Oh, and look at this. Supplier error. Intriguing. This is my first time seeing that card, but I think that means we can get low prices on normally expensive items. I'm definitely trying that. These purple cards are less interesting to me. I'm totally fine with keeping solo dining, and I'm not really fussed about Splash Zone. Herd mentality and personalized waiting, on the other hand, I'd rather have neither. Still, I think herd mentality is more likely to tank us. Tier 2, day 1. I'm just going to grab a power sink, and we'll see how far we get. Tier 2, day 2. A research desk for 5 and a free conveyor. Random prices are already paying off. Of course, I can't upgrade the research desk and the conveyor at the same time, but it might still come in handy later. Oh, and Knight couldn't be here for this part, so I'm cooking alone for a while. Don't worry, I'll be alright. Tier 2, day 3, free plates. Tier 2, day 4, blindfolded chef card, which doesn't matter, and a second research desk. Tier 2, day 5, another free conveyor. Tier 2, day 7, advertisements card, which does matter, and another research desk. Tier 2, day 8. Well, there's a cheap coffee table and a free hob, but I can't upgrade or copy yet. It's fine, I'll just buy the coffee table. Tier 2, day 9. Another research desk? Well, it's overpriced, and I can't really use it yet anyways. Skip. Tier 2, day 10. The high standards card. Okay, that is better than soup at least. And hey, the copy desk is finally ready. Soon we'll have a couple of safety hobs, so burn food won't even be an issue. You know, I think there's a chance of actually getting to Tier 3 on this run. Tier 2, day 11. Check it out, I've got decorations for free. Also, it's time to rearrange the kitchen because Knight is back to help. That rain though. I think the rain is just random, but I've had an awful lot of it in all 3 of these restaurants. Whew, today we are right on the edge. It's okay. Today we'll copy the safety hob, so tomorrow we'll have one for each kind of pizza. Tier 2, day 12, and there's yet another research desk, overpriced again. Oh no. I upgraded the smart hobs. I only meant to copy them. Okay, it's okay. Yesterday wasn't that bad, and at least it isn't raining today. Ah, here comes the line. As long as we keep them moving, we're fine, right? Right. Oh, it's getting a bit close now. Some of those folks have been lined up since lunch, I'm pretty sure. Come on, eat fast, eat fast. Ah, that's it. Well, we got close to the end of Tier 2, but we absolutely smashed Tier 1. And this isn't over yet. I'll be back soon for another round. See y'all then.